So I recently got my hands on TiVo Stream 4K, which is one of the cheapest Android TV sticks around, quite similar to Fire TV Stick, which, both of them cost $50 and support 4K, Dolby Atmos, Dolby Vision, what have you. But under the hood, what really is the difference between TiVo Stream and Fire TV Stick? Well, for starters, TiVo Stream 4K supports Android tvOS with Google Assistant, but Fire TV Stick on the other hand supports Fire tvOS with Alexa. You probably know that because a lot of people have a lot of those devices. But there's tons of little differences like this underneath the hood. So what really is the difference between TiVo Stream 4K and Fire tvOS and Fire TV Stick? Well, if you're new here, I'm Vamsi from Smartness Proxy, and we'll find out in this video. But if you're new here, subscribe because we put up videos on Fire TV Sticks, streaming devices, streaming services every other week. So there's a new informational content out there every other week for you to watch. Now let's begin. Let's start with the design first, shall we? TiVo looks more like the third generation Chromecast. While Chromecast is in circular shape with flexible HDMI cable, TiVo on the other hand is a rectangular device with HDMI cable. This flexible design gives an edge over the other sticks because you can just easily fit into any wall-mounted TV without any hassle. At the right side of the TV 4K, there's a USB Type-C port which you can use to attach an Ethernet adapter in case your TV is, really far away from your router and you don't get enough signal. Or you can use it to connect a Type-C USB drive for extra storage. Then there's this USB port at the back side to power the device with the included USB cable and the wall-mounted adapter. On the other hand, Fire TV Stick 4K has a rectangular matte plastic, plastic bar type look with an HDMI connector on one end and a micro USB port on the other end, so it's smaller compared to TiVo 4K. If your TV is wall mounted, it might be hard to use the Fire TV Stick due to its rigid design. Thankfully, Amazon bundles a free HDMI extender cable, that way you can reposition it in any angle. And finally, taking a look at the remote, both the Fire TV Stick and TiVo remote are entirely different. The TiVo remote is a bit like a rectangular TV remote that you normally see with the usual buttons for channels up and down, a dedicated number pad, also one-click button for Netflix and Google Assistant and what have you. You know the drill. Fire TV Stick on the other hand is a bit minimal with its all essential buttons like volume up and down and power and etc. Also, there's no Type-C port on the Fire TV Stick like you get with TiVo. But you can buy this cheap OTG adapter from Amazon. If you're a regular on this channel, you might know this already. And you can use the micro USB port at the end of the Fire TV Stick for additional storage or Ethernet adapter. Overall, both of them are quite similar in terms of design, but for me, TiVo Stream 4K takes the cake because of the extra Type-C port that you see for external storage, and you can use it for other things as well. But you can do the same thing for Fire TV Stick as well at a cheaper price with the bendable HDMI cable and whatnot. And the next major difference that you'll notice is the software. And like I told you before, TiVo Stream 4K uses Android tvOS with Google Assistant, and Fire TV Stick on the other hand uses its own Fire tvOS, which is basically Android TV plus a bit customization here and there and no Play Store, which kinda sucks. TiVo 4K uses Android, which runs thousands of apps and streaming services, including most big names like Hulu, Netflix, Sling TV, YouTube, what have you. There's also Peacock TV app, which you can download from the Google Play Store, which recently released. It's part of the NBC streaming service. But what separates TiVo from other Android TVs is its proprietary functionality of creating all the content from different apps, which is just an app kinda like how Reelgood does, but better. Plus, having the dedicated button on the remote that takes you back directly to the TiVo Stream app is the real game changer here. There's also Google Assistant, which can be accessed by pressing and holding down the Google Assistant button on the remote and speaking into the microphone. For example, say if you want to open YouTube, just hold down the button and say YouTube. It also supports Google Chromecast, so you can stream your content from your phone, tablet, a Google Chrome tab, or laptop, what have you. So Fire TV Stick runs with Fire TV OS with limited apps, but most popular ones like Netflix, Prime Video, Plex can be easily downloaded from the Fire OS App Store. The experience is like all other Fire TV devices. The main menu is arranged in large rows of apps and media, Apple and Google services are noticeably absent on Fire TV Stick. For example, there's no Peacock TV apps on Fire TV Stick, although you can sideload it. Similarly, if you go on the App Store of Fire TV Stick, you'll notice there's no option for the search bar. You have to scroll through all the apps and then download them. One way to bypass this is using Alexa. Just press the microphone button on the remote and speak into the mic at the top and talk to Alexa. But web browsers are available on Fire TV Stick that you can enjoy for YouTube and other things. Fire TV Stick also has screen mirroring in the settings, but it's not as good as Chromecast. Overall, when it comes to software, TiVo is clearly the winner because it supports way more apps from the Google Play Store than Fire TV does from its Fire TV OS. And not to forget, TiVo app shows you all your movies and TV shows under one hood. So sometimes when you can't download an app from the Google Play Store, the only option is to sideload it from a website that you can download it from and then put it into your TV stick wherever you want it. In TiVo, you can easily sideload the app via APK website or wireless file transfer app that you can just transfer the APK from your smartphone to your TiVo device. In Fire TV Stick 4K, you can install third-party apps similarly by sideloading the APK and clicking on it to install it. You have to make one more step of, turning on USB debugging from the settings menu. However, in the newly released Fire TV Stick Lite or Fire TV Stick 3rd Gen, which runs on Android TV 9.0, you have to turn on USB debugging for each sideloaded app, thus making the process a bit more arduous, and the chances are this update will come to Fire TV Stick 4K, which also runs on Android 7. Overall, installing third-party Android apps on Fire TV Stick is a little bit more tedious than, say, to TiVo 4K. And there's a good chance that it'll only become more difficult after the Android 9 update hits Fire TV Stick 4K. So the next tick I wanted to check is if TiVo supports USB OTG cable support like it does with Fire TV Stick. So as you guys might know, you can get a cheap USB OTG cable for Fire TV Stick and use this to connect your flash drive, mouse, keyboard, etc. for the Fire TV Stick. Turns out, TiVo also supports all these features with the extra Type-C port on the side. So if you have a Type-C port in a thumb drive, you can just usually stick it into your TiVo, and similarly, if you have a USB-C to A adapter, you can connect it with your mouse, keyboard as well. My favorite one though is the wireless keyboard that I bought from Amazon. It not only lets you type with the keyboard, but also has a trackpad for mouse. You don't need a separate mouse for that. Super useful, highly recommend it. So both TiVo and Fire TV Stick 4K have USB OTG support. Now let's quickly take a look at the Wi-Fi speed on both as well. So finally, which one should you buy? TiVo Stream 4K or Fire TV Stick? Well, Fire TV Stick is a really great choice if you're looking for a mature streaming device that's got most of streaming services like Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, what have you, with 4K support, Dolby Atmos, and is reliable and does other things that you normally expect from a streaming device. However, if you're looking for something more than that, where you want to try out different apps, sideload stuff that you want to do, play games with a better remote and 4K support, TiVo Stream 4K makes way more sense. But you really can't go wrong with both of the devices based on your choice. Also, do let me know if you want to see a comparison between TiVo Stream 4K and Mi Box in the comment section below. While you're at it, like the video and check out smartdnsproxy.com if you're keen to unblock geo-restricted content on sites like Netflix, Hulu, Pandora, Amazon Prime. There's a bunch of those. You can unlock all of them for about $5 a month, and it's quite easy to set up because we've done videos for each and every one of them. Just go check the playlist. As always, I'm Vamsy, thanks for watching, and if you're new here, subscribe and hit the notification bell because it really helps us out, because no one has a job and I'll probably be running out of job, and this pandemic is killing everyone. See ya.